Hi, my name is Samaya Alexander. I am from the Bay Area, specifically a smaller town in the Bay Area called Hayward. It is the heart of the Bay Area, and you actually have to drive through it to get anywhere in Northern California. In 2019, well, actually 2015, I moved to Los Angeles to attend USC. I graduated in 2019. And at USC, I actually got a degree in business administration as well as a minor in enterprise information systems. If you're not familiar with enterprise information systems, it's programs like Oracle and SAP, and how do we take that data, pull it, and use it to answer any questions that we have. So very niche minor and major degree combination, but it was a great time at USC. Um, in Once I graduated in 2019, I actually moved back to the Bay Area to work at Apple in their global security department. Very left field, but it was a great opportunity for me. And an interesting fact about Apple global security is probably 75% of our population actually played sport and uses sport as a basis for a lot of things that we do in our department. I currently manage 40 buildings in the United States and in Canada, and my job really is to ensure that those buildings have the correct equipment to get the right people in the right places at the right time. And it's super exciting. I get to travel and move around a lot, and actually visit Coral Gables, where I get to visit the university from time to time. Personally, just a little bit more about me. My dad has been a basketball coach for about 34 years now. I think this is his 34th year. And it was regular for me to travel during summers to attend 17 and under boys' games as well as 17 and under girls' games. And it was a great time. So much so that I thought it was a normal way of living until I got to be in high school myself. Um, I just knew in my heart of hearts that this wasn't a coincidence, and the university put me in this position on purpose. And so um, ever since then, I've been just always seeking how to navigate within the world of sport. When it comes to my knowledge of global sport, I would say I'm at maybe a 6 or a 7. Um, in 2018, I did a study abroad program in Australia where we did an exchange program. 18 students went to the University of Melbourne from USC, and then um, vice versa. And so when I traveled there, I really got to play basketball in their like junior varsity level to pro. So it was junior varsity to pro, and a lot of these girls fed into the pro team. And I also received a coaching certificate in Australia that I think is expired by now. But in those classes, because I took classes at USC as well, I learned that there were so many similarities between um, just sport in general across the board that I feel like I have a decent grasp of, um, the culture surrounding global sport. Two global sporting events that I attended. One was just the fact that I went somewhere in non-United States. Is that during my trip to Australia, I actually went to the Melbourne United men's game, which was super exciting. And then in 2008, I actually attended the men's Olympic basketball team exhibition match. And so that was Team Kobe versus Team LeBron. It was such a great time. You got to see all these pros play to such a high level that was different than the All Star game. It was a lot more competitive, and so I loved it. And last, just an interesting fact around me. That closes out kind of my Australia trip is I actually tried kangaroo. If you tried lamb or elk or deer or anything gamey like that, you've tasted kangaroo. The only difference is you have to eat it rare, which is not everybody's cup of tea, but um, it was great to try. I wouldn't say I would eat it again, but it was great to try. But I look forward to our 7 weeks together, and I'm excited to continue to learn about global sport and see what this class has to offer.